All right, so we just built and configured this drone in Betaflight and BL Heli. So now we are going to do a field ops check to make sure everything was done the correct way. All right, so we picked a safe location. The weather is permittable. We have to make sure that the arms are secured tightly, all your screws are tight, so we do an integrity check by pulling on it, on the arms. And then, of course, you make sure that your props are on, that there's no chips in your props, new props, and that your camera angle is set to your preferred camera tilt so that when you take off with the goggles, nothing is by surprise. So this was all set beforehand before we came out to the field, but I'm just kind of going through it again. And one thing we already did as well was check airspace to make sure that we can fly here, and we make sure that the weather is permittable and everything is safe. We're in a safe environment for this first flight because anything could kind of go wrong. So we're at an open park, so we can't really do damage to any property. And when I take off, I'm just gonna take off and do a hover ops check. Right, I'm gonna hover, I'm gonna go forward, back, left, right, y'all left, y'all right. And after that, I'll go ahead and put the goggles on and take off again and do a first flight of just flying in figure 8 in some circles. All right, here we go. So we did the integrity check. So now we can go ahead, the drone's registered, everything is on the drone. I made sure that everything was set before. So we plug it in. We made sure the startup tones are correct and they're in sync. That means all the motors are in sync. Can be at least 20 feet away. Is a good safe takeoff landing distance, so we got that. And I'm going to make sure everything is clear around me. I am ready to launch. I am Army Motors. Clear, VO?
Clear.
All right. And we're gonna slowly lift up on the throttle. All right. We're not gonna make it too fast. All right, so it's not flipping out. So that's a good sign. And my hover check, I'm just gonna hover in place. Everything seems to be going well. It didn't flip out. I'm gonna go forward, back, left, right, and then y'all in each direction. And then that's pretty much it. This drone seems to be configured well. All the stick movements are on the right axes. So we can go ahead and land the drone. And that is your regular ops check. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just put on the goggles and do a first flight check. And for this flight check, I'll just be flying in a circle in a figure 8. Again, just to make sure that there isn't any problems with the configurations that we made with the rates. All right, I'm ready to launch. Army Motors clear?
Clear.
All right. Just gonna, all right, hit the figure 8. You wanna go in both directions, left and right. There we go. So all the rates seem to be pretty well. Copy that. We'll do a quick little post-mission brief. So that went as planned. We wanted to make sure it went in a circle in a figure 8 and everything felt smooth. So it was configured right. And real quick, I'm gonna unplug the drone and make sure none of the motors are hot, because sometimes if you didn't wire something correct or something could be wrong with the motors. Everything's fine, nothing's too warm. It's actually not even warm at all. And that's pretty much it. This drone was built correctly, configured correctly, and it is ready for action.